No matter how it may seem, no one has control over your life except for you. This is not personal, financial, or life advice. We're just a couple of guys and an occasional guest talking out loud. Welcome to the What Are We Doing podcast.
Good morning, Flat Earth. Oops. I don't want to get into that. I mean, good morning, everyone.
What?
I don't want to get into that. But, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Monday morning.
Back in another week. What week is this, bro?
This is the week of the podcast.
No. What number weeks? Remember last year you used to always
Do that?
say what week it is? I low-key missed that, bro.
I missed that too.
I feel like you should get back into that.
Yeah.
Because you know what? When it started like coming to the end of the year,
He was like, fuck.
I was like, I was like, damn, these weeks is fun.
You know. All right. So I actually had a little debate with someone on social media because of that. I think it was week 8, and she says week 7, and I said it's not week 7, it's week 8.
Uh-huh.
So she showed me the chart that said it's week 7, and then actually, if you count it, that would make it 50. What would it make it 51 weeks? So that's not 50, it's 52 fucking weeks. And it kind of got me aggravated because she was like really going on like, you're wrong. Like she said, oh, Google's right. And I understand that, but if
I think it's because how the year starts and ended. It started like in the middle.
You have to start from that January. You don't start from after. You start from that January.
And then
even if you look at a calendar,
you start from the full week.
But and then not even just that, but technically the week starts on Sunday. So I used to always say like week 4 on a Monday, but even on my calendar, like my financial calendar, I started on Sundays because the week starts on Sunday.
Yeah.
You just go to work on Monday.
You should get back into that, bro.
Yeah. This orange is.
It's not an orange, bro. It's a tangerine. It's in the orange family, but it's definitely a tangerine.
Anywho.
How was your week, bro? How was your week? It's a tangerine, bro. You can't pull apart an orange like that.
Why can't you?
Because the orange is not structured like that. Structure. What is structure?
Wait, my name is Handsome Kelly.
Yo, my name's Kadeem Brown. What's up, everyone? Back live in a flashback like I never left. What's up? How's everybody's week going? How's your week? How was your week, bro? How's your week?
I thought you were talking to them. I'm like,
that's why I got no response.
What was that, Jack? We appreciate everyone's feedback. I had a meeting yesterday, and this lady was telling me that she loves our podcast.
For real?
It kind of like threw me off. So I'm like, whoa, how did you hear about it? But then it kind of makes sense because we talk. Like, so, duh. But it was, we're really getting out there.
Yo, we are. Yo, I told you the story about like when I was driving the other day and I had a passenger and she was like, oh my gosh, I listened to your podcast. I turned her like, how do you listen to my podcast? And she had trained with Caleb. I think we had him on episode number 7, I think it was. What? 9? Yeah, episode number 9, I think it was. And yeah, she worked with him, so that was dope. Shout out to you. It was her first day of work at an RN position, so hope your first day went good. And bam, that's what's up. Thanks for the support. We appreciate all the support and everything like that. Emails, keep sending us emails. We came to a decision.
Got a winner.
We got a winner of the competition that we were working on a couple of weeks ago. So we'll talk about that towards the end, and we'll read. We'll get into a couple of emails. We haven't touched on emails in a while. I mean, we've been having guests on so much, we really haven't dived into emails. So we'll answer 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 emails, depending on how much time we have, and then we'll just keep them moving. So. So we're back again for another week. This guy just left me to go throw out his orange/tangerine. So I'm just babbling by myself, I guess. But all right, so this week we're going to talk about how our weeks went. For those of you that weren't paying attention to our social media, Handsome had an event with a couple of other guys that we're definitely going to get on this podcast, a cryptocurrency event.
Oh my god!
And it was definitely a good one to be at. So
I got Drake. What I loved about it. All right, so he pretty much. He's a tech guy.
Yeah.
And I realize now, like, it's the same. Well, tech guys aren't speakers. That shit is so true. I asked him, I said, yeah, Drake, I need you to break that. First of all, everyone's dressed up but him.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I said to myself, like, when you have that much money, like, it don't really matter.
Yo, I said the same thing, bro. I was like, not a Gucci belt in sight.
Did you hear the reference he made about that?
Nah, I didn't.
When his family was like, "Oh, that shit is not important," but he was like, "That's what they think."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember breaking that down.
Yeah, it was really great. Many people were kind of confused when he was talking.
Yeah.
Only because I asked him to, I need you to first break it down. So, I guess he took that literal.
Yeah. He really broke it down.
He broke down the structure of money.
Mm-hmm.
He broke down what is money, how money came about. Mm-hmm. From there, he spoke into how it transitioned from like shells to gold to paper fiat
card,
and then
now I was making this transition to crypto.
Yeah, and
or digital, yeah.
No, he spoke about digital then crypto.
Crypto, yep, that's exactly what he did.
He broke down every little thing. It was so great, but it was just so much shit.
It went over a lot of people's head. The reason why is just because it was. I feel like he's such a smart individual. Breaking it down to him was not breaking it down to a regular people.
Like I understood it, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot just from listening to him. But it came to a point where I think like the first hour and a half, he literally just made he was halfway done. Like I had to stop him, and then like after we took a break, I went over to him looking at the slides, and he literally just went halfway done.
Still, but it's dope because everybody that was there still got all his slides. There was so much information that was handed out that it was definitely a good event. So congrats to you guys.
Too,
I appreciate it, bro. I learned a lot, bro, and a lot of people that went there learned a lot too. So you guys broke it down, and if it was like your first time there, you still learned enough to actually start taking action and start capitalizing on the crypto industry.
Yeah, even those who already purchased coins and have investments in it, they learned a lot as well.
Exactly.
So the fact that they're in the game and they still learn from it, that's really what I love about it.
That was me too, bro. I still learned a lot. Even when he was breaking down little stuff, I mean, it's those little stuff. If you want to really understand the industry, you have to really know those little stuff. That's how you really, that's where the confidence comes from. You see how he was so confident about crypto and everything like that?
Right.
Because he knows the ins and outs of it. And people ask like a lot of the times like, yo, how do I build confidence or something? You build confidence by studying. You build confidence by really knowing that industry. It's just like when you say for like a trade, like I used to work on generators, right? That's what I went to school for. And out of school, like I would sometimes I would go places and I wouldn't be that confident. I would be like, how do I do this? How do I do this? But over, like you said, repetition and keep doing the same thing over again and keep learning and practicing, your confidence grows. And then you feel like, yo, I can do anything. And once you have that confidence, even things that you don't think you could have done, like, yo,
it's a skill.
It is.
And you got also to add to what you were saying, if you think about something that you're now doing for the first time, you got like first day jitters. And the reason why is because you're a novice, you're new. Once you do it over and over, you're building that confidence. Because it's just repetition. That's all it is.
It really
is.
It's
a skill.
Let's dig down into cryptos a little bit more. Like, what's your thoughts on like the whole crypto world and the cryptocurrency world?
I'm long. Did you see Ripple?
Yeah, bro. It jumped
up.
Wick?
Yeah. Did you see that wick?
Yeah, they're definitely.
My friend caught that wick.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah, he had a .20 on it.
Jeez,
on a 4 hour. Let me show you this wick while you talk.
People. I had a conversation with one of my friends. Shout out Jermaine. We were talking about like buying cryptos and things like that, and I was trying to explain, like, there's two different type of positions that you could kind of play on crypto. Some people day trade cryptocurrencies where they're like buying it and selling it every, like, maybe in a couple of hours, in a couple of days. Damn, I peeped that. Jeez.
He caught the bottom of that wick for a buy. He rolled that shit up. Look at the chart. That's a 4 hour.
I know, that's crazy. Jeez. But yeah, some people there's two ways to play it with any exchange, whether it's stocks, whether it's currencies, commodities, whatever. You can either intraday trade, which you're trading every single day, buying, selling, in and out every day, in and out every week, or you can play like a hold position. And I feel like that's the difference between trading and investments. Traders are actually trading every single day. Trading is almost a job or a profession. when you get into like investing, and that's what I do with cryptocurrency. That's what most of the people around me do with cryptocurrency. Their investments. So we're buying at this position, low position, and we're holding on to these coins or these altcoins or whatever you want to call them. We're holding on to them for a long position, and the long position for us might be like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So everything that's happening right now in the crypto world, we kind of don't really care about, like all the fluctuation, everything going up and down. Like we can care less, because the reason why, we believe in the technology, and we know like, yo, eventually everybody's going to start adapting to the technology. Especially if you went into the seminar on Sunday, you kind of definitely know all the news and everything. You will know how to look up news now and everything on the advancements that cryptocurrency is having on everyday world. So for us, it's not really buying and holding. We're kind of buying these coins that are very, very undervalued to us and have the potential of really changing any industry, whether it's the banking industry, the social media industry, any type of industry. And we're kind of investing into technology. And by investing in that, we don't really care. So people are calling me all the time, yo, it just dropped, it just went up. I can care less. I can care less. I want to care what happens in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. That's where I'm looking at. So I barely even open my portfolio now. I kind of open my portfolio when I'm gonna go buy coins, just to buy coins, and I can care less. If it's 50 cents up from now, I'm still buying the same coin. If it's 50 cents lower from right now, I'm still buying the same coin, because I believe in those technologies so much. That's why I'm buying. So that's kind of my views on the whole cryptocurrency thing. So, and even when at the seminar, if you went to the seminar, you kind of know exactly what coins I have, or what everybody that I talk to, basically, you kind of know what coins we have now, because we kind of put that up on the screen, and it wasn't kind of a tip to go and buy. Those are the coins that we believe in. I won't say coins we believe in. Those are the technology that we believe in. So that's most of, if you were at that seminar, you kind of saw my whole portfolio, basically. And like everybody that I hang out with, you saw their whole portfolio. And the people that talk, they made a shitload of money in crypto. So I mean, yeah, take it from there.
Especially Drake.
Huh?
Especially Drake.
Yeah. I know. Well, he went back that same day or the next night?
The next morning.
Okay. That's dope. Yeah, so we're definitely going to all have meetings together, because to grow that. I was speaking to O was another speaker there, and I see him in the gym like every single day. So we're definitely going to all sit down and keep on talking and trying to keep pushing. Like I kept telling like all you guys that, Leo, you guys are starting out in the classroom now, or a very small room now. A year or two from now, if y'all keep coming with the same content, it's going to grow. Like it's going to grow into auditoriums and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. I mean, so if you want to get into these emails, I think that's what we're going to focus on the majority of the episode today is getting the emails. Yeah. So set it off, bro.
All right, the first one is from the winner, Shane.
Congrats to Shane. He won the competition. Like we were talking maybe like a month ago. We kept on pushing this competition back and back and back. But
we're going to discuss the winner and a runner-up. That's what we're going to talk about today.
All right, cool.
All right, so Shane's email, well, the question was, at what point in your life do you start putting yourself first? When should you... Yeah, okay. I was gonna read the whole thing.
Read the whole thing, then we'll break it down.
All right. At what part in your life do you start putting yourself first? When do you stop compromising your happiness to make others feel comfortable, or is it selfish to think about yourself?
All right, so let's read the first part of the email, and then we'll break it down from there. So the first part of the email was
guys, when you email us, can you read it over before pressing send?
Nah, I'm the same way, so I can't even talk shit about that, because I send out the worst stuff. So at what point? So at what point in your life do you start putting yourself first? I feel like at every point in your life you should be putting yourself first. Yeah, I feel like that's a no brainer. Like you shouldn't. If you don't put yourself first, how? Like for me, like everything I do, I'm thinking about myself. Everybody might call it selfish or something like that, but if you don't help yourself first, how you expect to help everybody else? If you don't grow yourself, how are you gonna, whether you want to influence people or help other people? There's no way you can help other people. Like for me, I don't see a way that I'm so driven and so focused on everything I do, because I know without helping myself first, there's no way I can help everybody else. So I'm always putting myself first in everything I'm doing. And it used to, like, I think I talked about this in another episode. I used to like try to help everybody. Like, yo, if somebody asked me something, I used to drop everything I do and go help them to try to make everybody else grow. But at the end of the day, nobody's gonna take care of you like yourself, basically. So make sure you take care of yourself before you before you look after other people.
Yeah, you gonna learn that the hard way.
Yeah, trust me.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, facts. That's facts.
I learned that the hard way over and over. Yeah, it's funny because well, if you believe in God, if you believe in whatever you believe in, you're gonna repeat the same thing over and over until you learn from that. Mm-hmm. And I feel that's how He tests us. Mm-hmm. And then some people they'll say like I'm tired of doing the same thing over and over. I'm tired of dating the same people over and over. Yeah. You're gonna find those same exact people until you learn your lesson. Mm-hmm. If you don't learn your lesson, you're just gonna keep running like a hamster wheel.
Exactly, until you start putting yourself first. Exactly. Yeah. So when should you start compromising your happiness to make others feel comfortable?
Never.
Yeah. Your happiness is gonna come first, with anything.
But all right. So my thoughts is to make others feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, never. I'm trying to break it down where it's a situation. Well, you feel like a loved one.
I don't.
But
I don't
still,
see,
even if you have your loved one, if you put their happiness over your own,
you're not gonna be happy.
You're fucked up. And believe me, I've learned that the hard way too. Mm-hmm. I've learned that the hard way, especially last year. That was part of my drawdown.
This guy just smile like, yeah, I learned that the hard way. You can't compromise your happiness for everybody else. Like that's crazy to even think about that. If you're not happy, one, that vibe is gonna get transferred, that energy is gonna get transferred to other people around you, and they're end up not gonna be happy. Or you're gonna be in a position where you're not happy for so long, 30 years down the line, you're gonna crack and you're gonna just like
right, because guys, think about this. If you put someone else over yourself, at the end of the day, their life's going to keep going. You're going to be in a situation, which I am in currently, getting out of still. You're going to be in a situation when that person's life is still going. It's
growing, yeah.
And you got to worry about what you're going through. Mm-hmm. I learned this lesson from one of my mentors. He was dating this lady, and they separated. But he told me a story. He told her, he said, I think they left, because one of her kids. They separated because one of her kids. And he told the girl, the girl he was dealing with, he said, if this is what you want, just remember that her life will go on.
Yeah.
You may not be happy, but her life will go on. And it's funny because that's what happened.
And the last part of this, and the last part, that was one part. Question: comfortable, or is it selfish to think about it that way? Nah, it's definitely not selfish to think about that. Putting somebody else forward, it's selfish for the other person.
It's selfish. It's selfish to put someone else above you.
Yeah.
I think selfish. Yeah. That's selfish as fuck. Like, why are you're gonna put someone else's happiness above your own? Like, getting out of that and looking back is like, it's so foolish to even think like that.
Yeah.
It's really foolish, but you should know. You should never put someone else's happiness above your own, because what you're doing is saying that you're not good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree with that 1,000%, because it's like you said, it's crazy to think that you have to help in life, you have to help, and that's a hard, like you said, a hard lesson to learn. Yeah, you have to help yourself out. You have to do stuff for yourself. If you're not 100%, there's no way you can help other people out. That's why it's so crazy. Like a lot of people like, I wanna get out the position I'm in, and then help my mom, help this, help that, do this.
You can't help your mother unless you can't help nobody. I've learned that the hard way too. I've tried to cut you off. I tried to help out certain family members, and then it's like you can't. It's impossible for you to help someone else without helping yourself. You have to help yourself out and remind yourself that you are your longest commitment. Why? Because you're living in your life.
Exactly.
You're living in your body. Like, who else living in your body? No one else. You are. Think about it that way.
And if you keep helping other people out, whether it's money, whether it's emotional support or anything like that, it's going to take a toll on you, because you're going to be helping somebody else. And that money that you're giving, or that emotional support that you're giving to somebody else, you can be using that for yourself to get you in a way better position than you are right now. And
that right there is debatable.
What?
Well, I think, all right, so you want to give people emotional support. Yeah. But you have to support yourself first.
Yeah, you have to take care of yourself first. Right. You have to put your feelings first. You can't be like thinking crazy in your mind and then try to help everybody else. Like that's gonna hurt you more in the long run than anything else. But yeah, so yeah, that was his the question, like the second question that we had.
If the person you're dealing with, whether it's a relationship or friendship, no matter what it is, if they feel a way that you put yourself first, then that's not a real friendship.
It's not at all. It's not. There's no growth with that. And so funny. I was speaking to another one of my friends at the seminar, and then we were talking about that as well. Like, we all right now are in the stage where we need to be grinding or creating value for ourselves. Like, there's no way that we can just be like we're all going to be boys. We're all going to still remain friends, but there's no way that we can just stay in our circle and not go out and get value from other places. I was saying, the whole point of like your inner circle, like your boys that you grew up with, for you guys to grow up, you guys to go all different ways, get experiences, create value, do stuff in the world, and all bring it back to your individual circle and help each other out in the long run. So I was kind of explaining to him, that's why I be MIA so much, because that's kind of my whole philosophy is, for me to go out and find value, create value for other people, and bring that value back to my inner circle, and let's all grow together. So that's another thing I was thinking about as well. This guy's like
no, I'm not
zone. No. So so that's the winner. So shout out to Shane for winning the $50 Audible gift card
or Barnes & Noble book.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna choose a book.
Yeah. So shout out to you. So let's hop in another email.
I kept thinking that was a butterfly.
Right there. You're speaking in the mic and nobody has no idea what you're talking about. Oh, that's fake.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at it for a while. It's not doing nothing. All right, the runner-up. How do you guys monitor / regulate / control your mental state to keep pushing forward in the face of adversity? You got it.
So I want to answer this question. I don't want to get too deep in this question because next week we have a really, 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 really long and great episode on like mental health.
That could be the start to this.
Huh?
That could be the start to that.
Yeah. So we have a really long. So
how do you monitor and regulate? Let's do the first one. All right, because it's all right. How do you monitor? Well. All right. So you gotta answer it all at once. Then, how do you monitor, regulate, and control your mental state to keep pushing forward in the face of adversity?
For me, it's. I think we talked about it on episode number 10 when I was talking about like being an introvert. Like, how do I monitor my mental health? Is I have my alone time. Like I feel like I need my alone time. I need the time by myself to recollect my thoughts. I need that time where I'm just literally laying down, whether I'm reading a book, whether I'm listening to audio version or something. I feel like that's how I kind of almost rejuvenate. When I go to the gym, that's me like releasing stress and things like that, and talking to people, like being open, talking about your feelings, talking about things with other people. I mean, I feel like that's one of the only ways like that I found that I can do. What about you?
Yeah, I highly agree. I had a conversation with my mother. I'm working through struggles. I feel that's really what life is about.
Yeah.
Not life. Well, yeah, life. No, life is about working through struggles. But I didn't understand the importance of going out and how important it is. And it's funny because one of the laws is to not isolate yourself. And I thought that I can rise above that and I can isolate myself and still be able to perform. And you can't.
Nah, you can't.
Yeah, I went out last Saturday. That was the first time I went out since the summertime. Like, besides going out with Shad, that doesn't count. But yeah, since the summertime.
How was that?
Because I have the ability like to make friends and and conversate and everything. That actually helped out. But the energy, you need energy from other people.
Yeah, it's
highly beneficial.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was that beneficial, but yeah, I needed that.
Well, that's the only way that you can create energy. Like, and you have to get it transferred from somebody else. So that's important.
Yeah, I've been isolating myself.
And we're in the world with so many people. Like, it's almost impossible to try to isolate yourself and think you're gonna be able to keep a sane mental status by being in your own circle. You still need those influences from other thoughts and ideas and things like that. So
yeah, I would like meet with mentors, but I mean going out as like really socializing.
Yeah. Nah, so I feel like social is a huge thing, and as you can see, if you isolate yourself, we can see by that speaker, you isolate yourself. It's almost hard for you to even relate to anybody. So when you do have that success, you start talking to people, and they're like what? Like everything you say goes over everybody's head. So yeah, that's definitely important part.
Yeah,
that's definitely important part. I think, do we have any more emails? We have a bunch of emails, but I failed.
I want to stay with those two.
You want to stay with those two?
Yeah.
All right, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah. So the dead air space. So all right. So what's your plans, bro? Like moving forward. Let's really talk, bro. Let's really talk.
I'm so out of it.
Yeah, I know you're out of it. All right, let's talk about the struggle. What struggles you going through right now, bro? Let's deep dive. Let's say what are we doing. Let's really say what are we doing right now.
All right. What is this coming out Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because legally. All right. I'm in the process. All right. I have an opportunity to really obtain one of my goals. With the course.
Yeah.
I can talk about it now.
Yeah.
If I move forward with this right now,
for the people, can you say like what's this goal? Like what goal are you trying to
Oh, this is a trading course.
Okay. And what about the trading course?
If I move forward with this right now, it may set me back.
Okay.
If I don't move forward with it right now, that may set me back.
Is the trading course you taking, or what's the
teaming up with?
Okay, so you're trying to team up with the course.
Right.
I'm trying to like put it in perspective for people who have no idea.
Because I'm trying to see what legally I can say, but it'll be Monday.
All right. So you're teaming up with the course to start helping others learn how to trade.
Right.
Okay, boom. And what's the why is this setting you back, you feel like?
That's a good question.
Because you're essentially you're trying to be a partner, basically.
Yeah.
So you're essentially buying into the course.
Right.
Yeah, bro. Well, say that shit, bro. I know what's going on, but I'm trying to relate it.
I'm trying to see what I can legally say still.
All right, you could just be vague, bro. You could just be vague. All right, you're trying to buy into this course. To buy into this company, basically, that teaches, you have to buy into the course.
Right.
It's a lot of money to buy in the course,
Right.
to buy into the partnership. So it's a lot of your capital that you have right now that's going to set you back. All right, bro. You're supposed to be the one that's saying this, not me. So right now, your dilemma is: should you take this opportunity and do that, or should you stick? Okay, so was this what was?
But all right, so moving forward, I'm looking at it two ways. I'm looking at it as if it's time over money. Right now, if I don't move forward right now, and let's say eventually I move forward, this is the best way to utilize leverage. So I'm looking at it from that standpoint, the leverage part of it. Now, let's say if I don't do nothing and I'll do it later on, that leverage I'm gonna have to build in the ground up.
What's the benefits of you joining this course or joining? I keep saying course. Sorry, joining this partnership.
Influence, teaching.
Because this is what you wanted to do, basically.
Right.
All right, so I feel like you just have to wait. So one of my mentors, all right, so this is the.
I gotta write down every single part.
I was about to say, yeah, this is the decision making process, and this is what like one of my mentors that I follow. How you're supposed to make your decisions when you're thinking about making a decision, like in contemplating, like H is doing right now. You have to make a column. Like, let's take it back to like elementary school, where you have your pros on one side and your cons on one side. You got to write down all the pros to it, got to write down all the cons to it, and just start Xing off stuff and see which ones matter, see which ones you can deal with or stuff like that. What's your biggest con about this?
I know what I gotta do. I gotta, when I leave here, once I go home after I shower, I'm writing everything out. I know what questions I have to ask and all that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess best of luck with your decision making process.
I'm just trying to think what should I say, what should I not say.
I feel like it's too much to think about that right now.
Yeah. I already started.
What are some of your goals? All right, so we're in like the middle of the second quarter right now, right?
And I'm moving.
And where are you moving?
July 1st, the end of June.
Where are you going?
We're going to. Can I say that? We're staying in New York though.
Bro, you're bringing up all this shit that you can't talk about. Where in New York are you guys moving to? Who are you moving with, your girl?
Yeah.
Where you what's it called? Is this a recipe for disaster? Is this a recipe for disaster?
I don't know. I started talking about all these things and I shouldn't have done that. So I'm kind of like.
All right, so let's talk about that, bro. So why? What's making you guys moving together?
So it was what?
What's making you guys moving together?
I don't know what I should talk about.
Answer the question, bro. Why are you guys moving it together? Okay, on to the next topic.
No. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm thinking about what should I say and what should I say. Yeah. All right, what's your question?
The question for the fifth time.
I did not. Seriously, I really didn't hear you.
What decision do you guys make to move in together? Like, why are you guys moving together?
It'll be beneficial moving forward.
How?
For the journey and the growth of as a couple. Also, it's a long term thing. It's not like an in and out.
How do you know it's a long term thing?
I could feel it, and also by our actions.
Have you felt this feeling before with any other individual?
Mm-mm.
How long have you guys been going out for?
Technically, 7 months.
So less than a year, you're gonna move in with her.
Yeah.
All right.
It's also because I want everyone to actually hear this.
Yeah. Talk to me.
you can be with someone for 6 months. You can be with someone for 6 years. Like I feel the time of that has nothing to do with really moving in. Like you see some people get married after being together for a few months. And you see some people get married after being together for a few years. And sometimes you have those 6 months that really go to distance, and sometimes you have the 6 years that don't go to distance. So it really boils down to how you guys are together. I feel how we are together. We push each other like everything. Everything gets pushed. Not even just that. As I said to you before, like we have evaluations. Like we speak on what's working, what's not working. How can I add towards your happiness? How she adds towards my happiness, and then also individually. Because I feel like in order for you to grow with someone, you have to grow individually, and I feel a lot of people forget that. And you see a lot of couples where they together for so long, but they grew apart, and you don't want to be in a situation where you've grown apart but still together, because now you guys are just wasting each other's time. I feel that this relationship is different because we're growing together and we're pushing each other to hit both of us hit our goals.
Okay.
To move in together, yeah. I mean, I see this long term.
Have you ever had a roommate before?
Nah.
No guys or nothing like that. No moving on. All right. So how do you feel like cohabiting with somebody that's not your family?
It'll be fun. I mean, I'm pretty much with her every single night. Like you know that.
All right. So
but I know it is going to be.
There's
different.
a huge separation.
It's different from being with someone every night and actually living with them.
Huge.
Because then you have to worry about And I hear this too. You see how they really are. You can worry about finances and everything, and we're gonna have that taken care of. That's not gonna be the issue. I feel the main issue, if we have this, would be space. But we understand that we're not gonna see each other all the time. We're not even gonna. We don't even speak all the time. Like you have to give each other space, and I tell people that too. Like I don't even like speaking to my mother all the time, or even my other favorite person. I don't want to deal with anyone every single day all the time. I want my own space, and we understand that. And just like you, I don't want to be with you all the time.
Of course,
I want my space, and you want your space as well. And you have to give each other space. So I feel the biggest issue would be space, but we're gonna have that figured out. So that's not gonna be really that much of a problem.
Oh, all right, best of luck, bro.
I didn't see your face. That's funny, though. I wanted to really share that because I feel a lot.
No, definitely, yeah. What are you doing? Yeah, you gotta say what's up. What's going on? So we appreciate you for sharing that,
going.
bro. We have to switch the tables too as well. Let's see. I don't think I have any. I've talked about your goals. Yeah. What other goals are you working on right now? You're close to. You talked about that one goal. That was a goal from the beginning of the year, joining that partnership.
No, that came in February.
All right. So, what do you think about goals like that just popping up out the blue? Do you feel like that's a distraction from your main?
Question.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a great question.
I'm getting better at my questions to ask.
Actually good.
All right, so what do you think about goals popping up in the middle of the year? Like at the beginning of the year, we sit down, we all mastermind, and we plan our goals. What do you think about something that pops up in February or March or August that you feel like is a good opportunity? Do you feel like I'm still working on my goals, or let me take this opportunity? And how do you like value stuff?
You gotta look at. You gotta focus on your long term and short term.
Okay.
Right? And this will go towards my long term. And I saw that, when the opportunity came about. I personally knew I was stalling because I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
I knew that. I didn't say it, but I just I've been stalling and then put certain things because financial and everything. I was stalling for that as well. But
because if you even look back to the first episode, this started happening when the first episode we started. Right, so I remember when. I definitely remember when this all started happening.
But this opportunity, again, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So you have to adjust. You can either adjust or not adjust.
Yeah.
So opportunity came about. Not every opportunity is always gonna knock. What happened? Oh. Not every opportunity is gonna always knock, but when the opportunity does knock, it's up to you to answer it or not. I chose to answer it, and it did change a lot of what's going on and what I had to do. You just have to prioritize things. You have to prioritize the long term and short term. And if that opportunity goes towards the long term, you just have to adjust those steps. So now maybe you're not going up this flight of stairs. Maybe you have to go up these flight of stairs, but you have to make it where the flight of stairs you're going up is going to be towards the second level that you want to go to.
Now, you had a good point when you said you still have to worry about your long-term stuff. So you have to realize, and when we were talking, I realized, like, I answered the question in my head basically saying, yo, like, of course, different opportunities are going to come up because as you're striving and hitting those short-term goals, you're creating more value in yourself. So other people are going to start giving you looks.
There you go.
So, and that's basically what happened to you. You've been creating value, and then you start going to other circles of influences, and people say, okay, he has value. Let's bring him on.
There you go. And that's how you do it.
And then, so that answered my own question too. So yeah, that's dope. Yeah,
keep it going.
Yeah. So yeah, second quarter. I think I'm out of questions for you, bro.
Come on, man. Start this from where I came from.
So far, all right. So we have 3 guests so far.
Right.
Which one do you feel like is your best guest?
That was too fast. Well, that's a future guest. So I can't bring that up. As of now, to
Jada. Why do you feel like it?
She spoke to me.
Yeah. I think I was speaking to somebody about that too. I feel like, it's so funny because I've asked like everybody, like, yo, what's your favorite guest? And everybody that I asked almost had a different answer.
Right.
And the reason why is because I can see that, like, people who are like workout or heavy working out, hands down Caleb was his favorite guest. People who are like in the music industry or like music so far, yo, that's my favorite guest was Janelle.
Right.
Like, so I can see that. For us, I feel like we're in the finance industry where we Jada is in our circle of influences.
Right.
So
everything, not even just that, it's also what she was saying, like the law of attraction, the law of association.
That's something we practice heavy.
Those are key factors that I have in myself. So that's why from that alone, that's like just put above it.
Yeah. But in the next week's episode,
when that episode comes out, that'll probably be my favorite one.
Yeah, we have an episode. We finally found a
doctor.
We found a doctor, and it was that was a good episode. We touched big on mental health, so I would definitely that goes into answering the question like from the last email. Gio asked about mental health. So if you guys need any like mental health like tips or anything like that, that's definitely next week's episode is definitely a big episode to stay tuned for. But yeah, bro, I think that's wrapping it up.
I'm pissed off at myself.
Why?
Big time.
What's that?
Big time.
What do you do?
Because of my lack of taking proper action when I should have done. And looking back, it's like, why did I have done it sooner? But here's the thing though, and I'm hard on myself, like extremely hard on myself. Yeah. And it's come to a point where, people say it's not good to be. My thing is this. No one's gonna be hard on me like me.
Of course.
But it's a balance, and it's not a balance, but it's a thin line between being hard on yourself to push yourself and being hard on yourself to keep yourself down. Depending on your attitude and your mindset, that's what it boils down to. Now, it's sometimes where I'm like really down on myself, where I'm not doing nothing. I can like a snap like that. I can change my mindset and then push myself forward. Like I was telling you, like sometimes that thing pops up and then boom, I'm out, I'm going. Yeah. But then like once I feel it's like a steroid. Or
you kind of get that certain burst of energy, like
and then once it's over, now you have to rest that. And plenty of times when it's over, I don't rest that. And when you don't rest that, you're just like it's like a muscle with no food. Now you're just burning that muscle. You're not doing anything productive. You're actually doing something that's passionate. Yeah. Non-productive. Well, I said that to say that the things that I'm going through right now, it's really easy to get out of it. Yeah. Like really, all you have to do is ask yourself certain questions, write the questions down, and just answer it. Yeah. Once you answer it and literally write it down, as you had a meeting yesterday too, and I was explaining, how to go about it and the proper way of doing so. Once you're answering it and writing it down, you're like psychologically telling yourself answers, and you're like, wow, why not do this? Why not do that? And then it makes it easier. So all you have to do is take action with it. And the reason why I'm upset because like a lot of shit is so simple. Yeah. And it's like I'm looking at it, like looking at what to do, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, why not do this shit earlier? It just pisses me off. But again, you can't live in the past. You gotta live in the present.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, yo, it's so easy to be like, damn, I should have done this or should have done this 10 years later.
Right,
but as you're looking at now, it's hard to do it. And I feel like I'm the same way, like you said.
Wait, I didn't get to you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're gonna ask me stuff?
Like the Chinese barber. I just cut you off, right? yeah. It's my couch time. Yeah. like the Chinese barber said, you know, the best time to plant tree was 20 years ago. The next time is now. You don't want to beat yourself up. Well, here's the thing. Let me get to that. You don't want to beat yourself up saying that, damn, I should have did this 20 years ago. Just do it now. Yeah. Like me, I say to myself, damn, I should have did this time. I'm going to be like, fuck it. Let me just do it now.
Nah, I agree, bro.
What's up with you, man?
What am I doing?
What's up with you? What's going
on? I'm hanging in there, bro. It's the same way. Like, yo, for me, it's just like dilemmas, like dilemmas on dilemmas. Like I feel like I'm working my ass off doing everything I got, but stuff is always coming up. Like somebody hit my car the other week. I took a step back, and right now I'm so driven and like having such a direction of where I'm going, and I like just like everybody else. I struggle with like staying motivated, especially when you have tasks and you're checking off tasks, and then something pops up, which something always going to pop up, and it's hard for you to stay motivated. So for me right now, I feel like almost March and April. What month are we in? April. I feel like those were like throwaway. May, yeah, you're right. I feel like March and April. So March, April, May. Yeah, March and April.
Is it crazy that May 1st is tomorrow, guys?
Yeah, that's crazy. It is crazy.
May 1st. Shit's over.
So yeah, I feel like those were wasted months for me, and it was wasted months for me because I didn't hit any of my goals that I set, like my monthly goals, because other stuff were popping up, other financial stuff, this other life stuff kept popping up. So it's like, and that's where I talk about like loss of motivation, where you have all these stuff, you're on the right track, and then something sideswipes you.
But were you putting yourself first?
Yeah. I feel like I'm always putting myself first, but at the same time, putting yourself first, shit's gonna happen. Life happens in general. So the only thing I really strived in, I feel like, was going to the gym. That's like was my biggest commitment, where I was really like killing it and like eating properly and stuff like that. But
so you have 2 months left for this quarter.
2 months left for this quarter.
Oh, you looking at me like
I thought that was a question.
Oh no. You're like
Oh, so you said I still have time?
Yeah, like
okay,
yeah. No. You have 2 months left for this quarter.
Yeah.
What's your plans for the second quarter?
So my plan and my goals for the second quarter is I talked to you about taking this credit course.
Yeah.
Like I talk but all this stuff that's popping up now in my life is making a financial toll on me. My taxes, gotta pay that. I got so much other stuff going out, so it's just like, yo, a lot of the stuff to hit my second quarter goals were like money related, but now my money's going to other places. So now it's just taking a step back and pushing these short-term goals I have, pushing them a little longer. And that's what we talk about. Yo, it's hard to stay motivated and hard to keep grinding like the way we did, when it's like you're grinding, and then nothing happens.
But do you feel you're grinding to grind, or you grinding smart?
I know I'm grinding smart because I know from the beginning of the year I said, yo, this is what I have to do. This is what I need to do. So I know for a fact I'm grinding like the right way. It's just stuff that I can't control that's happening. It's just life, like literally life that's happening that I can't control. So I feel like I'm grinding smart. I'm being productive. Like you said, we're getting more to try to be more social and things like that. I'm doing all of that. So it's just literally life, bro.
What's your biggest issue right now?
My biggest issue, let's see. That's good. My biggest issue right now,
like your biggest problem that you're facing,
is biggest problem that I have right now. That's what I'm trying to think. I want to say hitting my goals, like just being discouraged. I feel like I could say like, is that a real? Yeah, like being discouraged of hitting my goals.
Why?
Just because I like you said, I put so much pressure on myself to try to hit my goals. So when I'm not hitting my goals, or I'm not doing what I need to do, for me it sucks.
So what do you do when you don't hit it?
I stop, and I sit back down, and I go back to the drawing board, basically, and I feel like that's so important, like to take that deep breath, or to sit down and take a breath, and to go back to the drawing boards, go back to, yo, why didn't I hit it? Because if I'm striving at a goal, and I'm trying to hit a goal, and I don't hit the goal, what the hell is that? If I'm, you heard that right? Or I'm bugging. So if I'm striving for a goal and I don't hit a goal, I'm 10 steps closer to hitting that goal. So if I sit down and reevaluate what I need to do, it shouldn't be that far off to hitting my goals. And that's what I kind of did this weekend is I sat down and I kind of reevaluated my goals. It's still not going to happen when I wanted it to happen, but it's eventually there. And it's for me just not to get discouraged.
But what's eventually, though? Eventually it could be 3 years.
I think like the middle of the second quarter, like I think it got pushed back to like the middle of the second quarter.
This is the middle of the second quarter.
The middle of the third quarter. Sorry, the middle of the third quarter. So like stuff that I was supposed to be accomplishing like end of January, March, April, May, June, like the beginning of June, end of May are now pushed back to like the end of July, beginning of August. And yeah, and that's it. But for me striving, me working my ass off trying to hit those goals, I'm so much more closer to hitting those goals than I would have been if I didn't. So
what's your biggest goal you're trying to hit?
The biggest goal I'm trying to hit right now is I have a couple of like I want to say the biggest my short-term goals are all of the same value. Like my short-term goals, so like the quarter goals that I was trying to hit is pay off all my credit card debts. Because like I said, like the past 3 years, I've been almost living off of credit cards, just starting everything up and everything like that. Like I talked about in I don't know if this episode or previous episode, last year's the first year that I actually made money. Before that, all the courses I was taking, everywhere I was going, it was almost living off of credit cards and what I've saved up. So my biggest thing is like paying off my credit cards. I'm like almost there. From where I was till now, like it's a couple of cents that I have to pay off equivalently. So paying off that, but like my car, everything happened with my car and everything like that pushed me back some. Taxes, that's gonna push me back some, which is my fault because I didn't properly save. I was talking to my mechanic about that. He's self-employed also, and he was just schooling me down on like, yo, I gotta get my shit together for this year and stuff like that, putting money away and everything like that. So my biggest goal would be paying off my credit cards. Stop driving so much, like push my driving back to where I'm only driving on the weekends or not driving as much as like that, and starting a trading account. That was kind of, and saving up enough money to really start managing my own money and really start trading a lot. So
I love what you just said though. You said, which was my fault.
You
didn't blame anyone else.
Of course not. Yeah, I realized I said that. Yeah,
you did. And because it's the truth though, it becomes habitual for us.
Yeah.
Plenty of people, they blame others for their situation. They'll say it's my mother's fault, it's my father's fault, it's my family member, it's a friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. No one's fault but your own. And when you blame others for your certain predicament, it's because you chose to put them before yourself.
That's it, yeah. And it could be that too, or it can just be lack of knowledge. Like, yo, I didn't know. Like, it's the first time I'm going through all this shit. Yeah. I didn't know.
Guys, one thing too that really pisses me off. Ignorance is not knowing.
Yeah,
that's what ignorance means. So don't say something. Oh, you're ignorant. Yes, everyone is ignorant. Every single person is ignorant. Way. Yeah, I'm ignorant to a lot of things. It doesn't make you an idiot. It doesn't make you stupid.
It's lack of knowledge.
That's it.
That's why it's so important to ask questions.
Yeah.
And it's so important to ask questions, and it's so important to tell the right people the situation you're going through. Just because if me and my mechanic didn't have that great talk, then I wouldn't really know like how to attack the like my upcoming taxes and stuff like that. I wouldn't know how to handle this situation because he's been through this situation before when he first started. He started making some money, and that's how important it is. So the goals that I was saying is paying off my stop paying off my credit cards, stop driving so much, and by paying off my credit cards, I could continue with the course. Right now, I'm at a stagnant with the course. The one thing, my credit score did shoot up like tremendously, like
was it 80?
Huh?
Was it 80 points?
I think it was somewhere. What was that like?
You telling a number?
No. I'm trying to say in my head, but yeah, I think it was my 80. I shared it with you, obviously. So I think it was around 80 points. Yeah. It's like in a great position right now. So but I'm at stagnant with the course because I need to pay off my cards to really take more advantage of the course. So boom, paying off that, and then paying off I'm not paying off my taxes the way I'm not. Why don't
you just do it? In
that's what I'm doing. I'm doing like monthly payments for this until I pay that off, huh?
Oops.
Yeah. And then what's it called? And then I'm going from there. Stop driving so much. Take a step back from driving and really focus on trading. And me and Jada, that's my business partner. Everybody knows we've been really talking about some huge stuff in the future. And a lot of the stuff depending on like a lot of the stagnant stuff right now depends on me. Like it's almost like she's waiting on me right now to like hit off my short-term goals, which puts the pressure and makes the pressure so much more heavier on me. It's like, fuck, now I'm hurting other people in my circle because I'm not in a position where I want to be. So that's like at a pressure for me right now to try to do better as well. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's kind of those goals that I'm hitting. Those are my short-term goals, and that's what I'm kind of striving towards right now.
Yeah. Just sharing with you guys that we're also going through things.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're going through things, it's fine. You just have to not get yourself out of it, but you have to just realize that other people go through shit as well.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't shared everything, you know, obviously, but we shared enough for you guys to realize that
we're going through the same shit you guys going through. Yeah.
The only thing is that we're not going to stay in this predicament.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to figure out your situation, figure out what's going on, figure out why you're not in the position you are, and then once you figure that out, you have to you have to create certain plans and guidelines or an outline to how you can get out of that.
To get out of it, exactly.
But just like from my goals and everything, it's some shit that we just can't control.
Mm-hmm.
But when that comes, you have to adapt and react.
Mm-hmm.
So the saying is this: people don't plan to fail; they fail to plan, and it's so true. If you're just going through life and going through a year saying like, oh, I have my goal is this, my goal is that, but you're not planning properly to hit that goal, you might as well ask out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like people have all these ideas, but they don't do anything to execute them.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with a goal. A goal is also an idea. If you're not putting the proper time to plan it out, the proper time to make adjustments because things happen that you can't control, then you might as well just give up right now because you're not gonna hit your goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. And that's why when I speak to a lot of people, people always come to me like, yo, you're doing this, you're doing that. But when people start telling me like all the stuff that I'm doing and I see you out there making moves and stuff, I always go and put forward, yo, but I have this going on in my life. I have that going on in my life. Like I kind of tell them what I'm not doing, and I kind of tell them all the stuff like, and these are like my close friends that I'm struggling in that, just so they can relate and just they can see like, yo, I'm going through the same things everybody else is going through, but like I said, I have that plan of action and I'm taking it and I know where I want to go. And for me, as long as you don't quit on your goals or your dreams, like you can't lose. So as long as you keep at it, and that's the importance of having really good people in your circle to keep you motivated to stay at it. For me, I can't lose, so I'm just keeping it at it, bro.
Yeah, you can't.
That's it, bro.
Make adjustments.
That's it.
Wrapping it up?
You're wrapping it up, bro. So I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I mean, the feedback's always great.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, send us feedback.
Yeah.
Guys, even from the things we discussed, send us feedback. Also, we need more reviews. We need you guys to really understand this.
Yeah.
If you like what we're talking about and you found value in content, give us a 5. Yeah. If you don't like it, give us a 5. Mm-hmm. They have this new algorithm when you just give 5s and it's just like, it goes with if you like it or don't like it. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you guys what they did. So help us out.
Yeah, definitely.
Another thing too, if you find value in it, even if you guys can maybe disagree with us, guys can say, I enjoyed this or I took this part from the episode. Email us. Let us know. Write a review on podcast. Write a review on SoundCloud. Can you write a review on SoundCloud? Yeah. Write a review on SoundCloud. Let us know what you guys are saying.
Our SoundCloud listeners are more active. It makes it more active on SoundCloud. SoundCloud's like almost like a community, so I think it's way easier to do.
Right,
to comment and stuff and things like that. So
I appreciate everyone giving me feedback, but don't give me feedback. Give the podcast feedback.
Yeah.
You know, people call my phone, text my phone, and hit me up on social media.
Yeah, all the time.
Hit up our podcast on social media. Hit up the iTunes, hit up SoundCloud, hit up our Instagram, hit that up and let us know, because I don't want to have it where me and Kadeem, we don't want to continue doing it where I tell Kadeem, oh, look what this person said. He'll tell me, look what this person said. We want to both, we want to both go to it and see it. That reviews help us out, guys. It gets up that rank. Another thing too, if you enjoy our podcast, we're doing this for free. You know, this really, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We're doing this for free. That's what we're doing. We're doing it for free. We're just asking you to just tell one person. Yeah. One person. It could be your mother. It could be not your dog, because your dog can't listen. But it could be someone who you feel may be interested in or benefit from this information. If you feel, if I say, yo, Kadeem, I'm listening to such and such. I just put Kadeem on. And that happens all the time, and vice versa. We do that with podcasts. We do that with influential speakers or people who we feel will have motivation. You want to do the same thing with us. Mm-hmm. If you find value, tell a friend.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to we have a lot of new followers in the West Coast also. So shout out to all you guys that are following. I see that. This guy does so much stuff, didn't realize people can't see him.
Oh my God. We actually have been recording some episodes.
Yeah, we've been trying to record. Well, we've been trying to record episodes.
No, it came out.
Oh, we have one episode. How much episodes we have recorded?
Two.
Okay, yeah. All right, so next week is going to be the first time, an official time, we're going to actually record episodes and start putting them on YouTube. So we have a YouTube channel and everything like that. We'll definitely share it with you guys on social media and everything like that. And we're going to start recording our episodes and putting the full length episodes out on YouTube each week once we put out this episode at the same time. So to give you guys more of a visual look. So we've been like kind of struggling with the recordings and stuff like that. But starting next week, that episode's definitely will be on YouTube. And then from here on out, we're definitely going to record every single episode so you guys can kind of get a visual too, and it'll be easier to share that as well with other people. But another week's going by. I hope everybody has a productive week. Like, I hope everybody's killing their goals, crushing their goals. If you're not motivated, I hope this helps motivate you. I hope you find a circle of influence of people that you can surround yourself around to motivate you. And I really hope you guys enjoy the rest of the week, and stay tuned for next week. A great episode next week. And thank you for all our previous guests that are listening right now. We really appreciate you guys. We can't wait to have you guys back. And I mean, we'll see you guys next week.
Good night, guys.
Later. Good night. Good morning. Later, y'all.